Hey, Brittany.
Hi, Cassie.
Hey, Snarkers. Welcome back to the Snarking Lot. Brittany, hi.
Hello.
What do you hate most today? Let's just start with that.
My timeline.
Your timeline.
Me existing in this time.
Oh, yeah, existing in this time and space is
Yeah.
bad. It's bad. You remember last time we talked, it was right at the end of the year, and we were like, yeah, no, things are gonna get worse. And then
Yeah.
we were right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We went real hard in the worst direction since our
Mm-hmm.
last conversation. We went wildly horrible down the wrong path. So
What do you mean?
it's great. I don't know what I mean. I'm actually lying. I'm super happy.
Okay.
Everything's good. Doing well.
Mm.
Mental health 10 out of 10.
Mm.
Super happy, super well adjusted. How about you? You doing well in that department?
Oh, absolutely. Never
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
New year, new me.
New year, new you.
Looks suspiciously like last year's, but hey, new year, new me.
Looks suspiciously like last year. Yeah, right. Amen.
Show us the difference between these two pictures. They're the
Rorschach
same.
test
Mhm.
still looks like a pile of bullshit on
Yes.
both of
Yes.
them. That looks like a pile of horseshit.
Yes.
2025 and 2026. Do you realize it's only currently 13 days into the new year?
Ooh.
Not even 2 whole weeks as of this conversation. It takes talent to be doing this bad in less than 2 weeks. It does. It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
25 more versions of this to go for 2027.
Cool. So awesome. Mental health wise, did I tell you, speaking of mental health, that under my new private insurance carrier, who,
Hmm.
which obviously everyone wants a private insurance carrier.
Hmm.
That's their choice, and they choose it because it does them, serves them so well. So my
Hmm.
new insurance carrier, if I go to my mental health appointment, right, before I meet my deductible or whatever, the quote unquote true cost is $405 for an hour session. And then historically, prior to new carrier, the discount would take it down to about 110,
Okay.
you know, before you hit the deductible. So just like a 110 out of pocket-ish. Fine. Still a lot, but whatever. New insurance carrier, 405 only goes down to 360.
God.
So guess who, when she needs it the most, is going to lower the frequency by which she visits with her
Oh,
therapist. Right?
damn.
$360 to talk to somebody. You know? I love me the woman. I do. She's great, but she's not $360 great, and she understands.
And
So,
nobody is, I don't think. Wowie.
Wowie is right. This lovely new insurance carrier is just
That's fine. You wouldn't want to lose access to your doctor if you had a universal plan.
no, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't. You want to have the plan tell you who you can go to and then still pay
Yeah.
out of your ass for
And
it.
then
Yeah.
still pay out of your ass. Yeah, pay more per month in premiums.
Pay more per month and then also pay, to actually have insurance for the privilege of getting a little bit of a deduction.
Yeah, in this case, $40.
Yeah. Well, freedom has a cost. Freedom has a cost, okay?
Freedom does have a cost, and that is the theme of this conversation, maybe. Um,
It's a fire sale, but it has a cost.
it does have a cost. Yeah. Oh my God, love it. So for real though, in complete directness. How are you doing with everything that's going on? You know, it's wild out there.
Oh, wondering when enough is going to be enough and more people wake the fuck up and want to do something about it.
I wonder that too. Your name on Zoom for people who are only listening is Pretzel Logic,
Hmm.
which is relevant to that point. Mine is barely here because this last week I just have barely functioned since the news of ICE murdering a woman in broad daylight in the middle of the street in Minneapolis. I just couldn't, you know, everything then felt immediately much more meaningless. And I know that ICE events like that have been happening prior to that, but the attention it got and just the amount of videos and analyses and everything, it just finally just made me feel like I got hit upside the head and I just couldn't, couldn't recover from the concussion for whatever reason. So I'm not doing well. I might cry on this podcast for the first time. We just don't know.
Ooh.
Oops.
Should we put that at a Patreon level?
Maybe. I would.
Should we monetize your tears?
I would. Yeah.
Honestly,
Screw feet
capitalism to the
pics.
max. Come on, come
Screw
on.
feet pics. Let's do tear
Only,
pics.
only tears.
Only tear. It's wild. So what do
Sponsored by
you
Johnson and Johnson.
Oh, wow. Oh God.
When they're not
So
giving you cancer through their baby powder,
oh.
at
Oh.
least they won't their shampoo won't make you cry.
Thank goodness, you know? Great. Love. What do you mean by pretzel logic? Tell me more.
Um, People espousing an idea or a set of values that they supposedly allegedly have, and then
Uh-huh.
when confronted with something are like it goes against that where they should be denouncing it, they're like, but wait, watch my human origami to somehow
Yeah.
justify it because it's my team or because,
Hmm.
but not that thing. Like I said that, but like not
Mm.
across the board. Somebody who doesn't want to be confused with having morals that are consistent.
Right. Right. Here's where I may cry. Let's talk about Renee a little bit. So, to be clear, my position from the very beginning of everything I watched is that, of course, that was homicide. It was unjustified. Period. There's a couple things that, like, even if you don't give a fuck about human life or how it's not moral, ethical, I would argue legal, whatever, DOJ, or yeah, DOJ policy says you cannot discharge a firearm at a moving vehicle in an attempt to disable it, basically for no reason at all. Like the language is just, even if you feel threatened, you cannot discharge a firearm at a vehicle. What did he do? He discharged a firearm at a vehicle, right? Policy says he fucked up, period. Also, he took not one, not two, but three shots, which is intent, right? Like, if you want to make the self defense argument, one shot might give you that ability. Maybe. Three don't do shit like that. When I finally had a mental, just like, I'm done, I'm detached from reality, I can barely function, is when I realized he was still holding his phone, that he switched hands to keep recording with his left hand so he could put his firearm in his right hand. And after he murdered her, said fucking bitch, which means that he wanted to kill her, right? I don't know how else you can take that. That's not somebody who's scared. That's somebody who's glad that they hurt a woman. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's a misogynist who's happy that he quieted the woman, right? And in this case, he quieted her permanently. Like I just don't like when I heard that he said fucking bitch, I'm just like, I can't. I can't with this. Like I was all about I can't prior to all of that, but it just like iced the cake. And to your point about Pretzel Logic, I thought we weren't supposed to trust the government. And then all of a sudden everything the government says is just automatically of course true. Please explain that one again, like you did your twisty arms when you were talking about it. It's just like, can we just like contort ourselves like a freaking master contortionist to just justify anything? Right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. When did you encounter this news? Like, how did you first see it?
On Twitter.
You saw it
I
on
saw the
Twitter.
video.
Okay.
I was already
Yeah.
raging about Venezuela and saw it. Um,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course you
I
were.
really enjoy always how the people who are
Right.
supposedly anti-government, anti-big government, anti-surveillance are all like, no,
Yeah.
no, but that team can surveil and do AI,
That,
and we
yeah.
have to
Totally.
because you got to protect me. And I'm like, who the fuck do you think they're surveilling?
Exactly.
Everybody, including you,
Including me.
um, or the people who, yeah, are against big government are the very people who line up first to bootlick the military industrial complex, the police state.
Yep.
And again, I go, push comes to shove. Who the fuck do you think they're going to protect?
Yeah, not
They're there
you.
to protect the state. It's not you.
It's not you.
They don't care if you've got the thin blue line decal on your vehicle. That is not going to matter.
Nope. Nope. No. And my true, honest, unabashed opinion is that this dude was annoyed that he was getting chided by two lesbians. And he decided, I'm gonna shut her up. I'm gonna shut him up. Literally. Like he had his phone as a right hand first. Changed it so he could keep recording and put it in his left before while he was still on the passenger side of the vehicle and armed himself. I mean, there's no other way to take this person's actions, and person I think is a generous characterization of this being. Uh, Like, yeah, I just this week finally just this last week just fucking just destroyed me. I cannot because it was like Venezuela. I was like, okay, but then just more and more and more. Like it just won't stop, you know?
No.
What do you
There's never enough killing for the state,
No, there's not. What do
abroad
you
or at home.
No, anywhere.
System feeds on people.
We're all exhausted. You talk about this eloquently regularly. We're all exhausted. And that's the point, right? That we keep us like so like rage baited and whatever that we're just so distracted and overwhelmed that we can't take action. So at this point, what are your thoughts on what anybody can do? Because it's going to take a collective, you know? And everybody's people who care are exhausted, and then the people who are apathetic aren't going to participate. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a shit. So what? Like nobody is stopping this shit. And I wanted to stop, but I don't know what to do. You know? I feel paralyzed as well. So like give me your takes.
Well, and that's part of it too, because nobody actually in power,
Yeah.
regardless of party, is going to do anything to stop it. They don't need to. I mean, sorry to listeners, this is going to offend. I maintain Democrats are totally fine with ICE. They'll just use it for whatever they want.
Just
But
slip a
mind you,
12.
Trump still has not hit the deportation numbers Obama did.
Yeah, that's
And
accurate.
Trump's border czar was employed before by Obama. So I just go, no, it's just in a nicer package. It's not this flagrant. It's not this in your face,
Right. It's more
but
discreet.
it's still there. So go fucking elect whoever you want. That's not going to change anything. They'll never bite the hand that feeds them. So no, you're going to have to do some big. I mean, action in the streets, and this is where it gets dangerous. You're also
Yeah.
gonna have to do, I mean, just community organizing. You're gonna have to do mutual aid for each other. You're gonna have to look out for each other. You're gonna have to take care of each other. You might not see eye to eye on everything with your neighbor politically, but you're gonna have to put it aside and help each other because they sure as shit won't help you.
Yeah. That's
And
excellent point.
I, I don't know at what point people wake up from that and realize that.
I don't either. That's what's really worrisome to me. When, and I say two groups, but the number two is loose here, but when groups of people can look at the exact same images, videos, whatever, watch the exact same shit and have completely different synopsis of she deserved it, kill her, or this is one of the most inhumane Nazi-like
Mhm.
sh piece of shit things I've ever seen. What do you do with that as a country? Like when you're at that point as a country, you're very ill.
Hmm.
You're like on life support as a country at that point, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, because you've got, which is what they want. You've got people arguing about that instead of working together, or not as many people working together to take action because you're busy trying to show the thing to somebody and saying, "What did we watch the same thing?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or,
Right.
the cop out being like, "Oh, pun intended, we just need more Jesus." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, nobody's ever killed anybody in the name of Jesus before. Any religion. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about."
no, there haven't been centuries of evidence
No.
in that regard.
That'll help. Jesus will jump in front of you and take that bullet.
Yeah, Jesus, and forgive anyone who I'm gonna offend with what I'm gonna say next, as you would say, but Jesus don't mean shit in this regard. Okay, you can pray all you frickin' want and encourage people to find Jesus. It ain't gonna do shit. Because I
Right.
guarantee you, the people that are hired by ICE, these pieces of shit that are doing this, I guarantee you they think they're God-fearing Christians, and one of them just murdered a woman in broad daylight.
Yeah, I wonder how many even drive with rosaries dangling from their rearview mirror.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, I mean, just some of the commentary I've seen are like, "Oh, I wonder if God was sitting there thinking she deserved to die." And I'm like, Where's that part in the Bible?"
Yeah,
Wow.
please give me the scripture. I'd love to actually see it again. Would love it.
Hmm.
Love it.
Yeah. Like, oh, just say you get off on that. Like, just don't it.
Yeah,
Just don't it.
again, be honest. You know my opinion about this stuff, Brittany, is like, don't have to agree, can still be scared, but I would appreciate it so much more at this point if the administration was transparent about, yeah, we want to be Nazi Germany. That's where we're going. That's what we like. This is literally like door to door, frickin' Gestapo style. Like let's just call it let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, speaking of that, well, so this is from somebody I know who lives in the Twin Cities. And I just, said, I'm like, how's it going? What's going on? And they said, quote, "It's literally all around us, everywhere. The murder was in the neighborhood adjacent to ours, and the kids and staff who were tear gassed is our neighborhood and where our nephew goes to school. Today, ICE has been circling a middle school about 4 blocks from us. Um, and paraded around a Target I shop at all the time. The facility they're taking people to is very near our house. I passed multiple ICE vehicles on the way to work on various days, and I don't even want to go to work because I don't want to get caught up in something crazy. Um, they're literally double checking every SUV that goes by in our neighborhood and side eyeing everyone. Or no, sorry. So this person says we are literally double checking every SUV that goes by our neighborhood and side eyeing everyone, looking everywhere on every highway on the way to work. Heard the whistles and yelling earlier when shopping ice in my alley, carrying passports with us when we take our kids on a walk just in case. And not that it really matters, but these are white people, white American citizens. But again, that doesn't matter,
It
clearly.
doesn't. It
Um,
doesn't.
but I'm just like, yeah, and if you think this is just going to happen in Minneapolis alone, I mean, it
No.
hasn't been, but this is the practice and the rollout to the rest of the country.
Yeah, it's start and again, you and I to varying degrees, don't like either party, right? But this is blatant partisanship. I mean, if you're
Mhm.
going to go where illegal immigration really is, there's a host of other states to go take up shop in if you really want to round up people who are undocumented, you know what I mean, like are in non-compliance with immigration law, right? Minnesota is not one of those top candidates. This is like blatant partisan choosing of targets to go to. And may I say, that dude, is it the mayor? Mayor of Minneapolis, who was just like, get the fuck out. ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. I'm like, yes. And then they're like, what is your response to people saying you're you're inflaming the rhetoric by saying get the fuck out? And he's like, you have somebody who dropped an F-bomb, you have somebody who murdered a woman. Which one you gonna care more about? F-bomb, murder.
Wait, is
F-bomb,
somebody being
murder.
woke about swearing? I thought we weren't supposed to do that anymore.
I know.
Also, wait for all the states' rights people to chime in. Where are you at?
Yeah, thank you. Where are you fucking at?
Waiting for
Yes.
all the states' rights, small government people,
Speaking of
individualism. Like,
pretzel
where are you
logic.
at? Because
Huh? Oh,
it would be kind of bad. It would also be kind of bad if a different administration takes over and does this to, I don't know, sort out like just conservative activism groups and send
yeah,
people. Like, it would be kind of bad if shit got turned on to other
probably.
groups and it
Probably
never
would be.
regresses. It always just keeps going forward.
Would
So,
be.
may not be you yet, but would be bad if set the precedent.
This what is it it's exactly doing is setting the precedent for political,
Well,
weaponization of the government.
domestic terrorism. Look at the
Yeah.
definitions. In the last administration, like what was considered like a right-wing domestic terrorism, now left-wing she was a domestic terrorist because she stopped when they told her to stop. And because we don't want to have anybody have us to hold us accountable by filming. They get mad at the people who are filming in a lot of
Hmm.
these things,
Hmm.
protests, everything, when there tends to be anything. No account, they don't want any accountability because you can't have that.
But they get paid to film. I learned today that ICE gets like extra bonus money for filming shit. So that's why he had his phone out, you
Yeah,
know?
but I mean, when they don't want bystanders
Right.
filming or like in
Right.
protests
No.
and whatever, or anybody holding anybody accountable, like, fine, you can
Right.
stop them, but I'm going to film this interaction. Like, you can do
Right.
what you need to do.
Yeah.
They don't like that because now
Yeah.
suddenly you could be held accountable, and there's a
Yeah.
peer presence.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why? Why would you need it? The police always uphold the law. There's never been anything
Yeah. Law enforcement's always super
definitely
ethical.
perfect, spotless record.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I this is gonna sound bad what I'm gonna say next. Bear with me.
Oh, because we've been golden up to the now. It's
Yeah,
okay.
we've been like perfect little we're we're like at religious camp right now. We're
Oh
being
yeah.
so yeah, so good.
On my third Hail Mary.
I almost want Trump to attempt to take Greenland by force because it's in NATO and it will be attack
Oh,
on
hell
NATO.
yes.
And
Yes.
and then international law will take care of the motherfucker, right? Like come
Well,
get him now.
it'll break NATO up. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
try it. Try it. That will absolutely probably honestly that will have to be the tipping point rather than Renee Good being murdered in the street in Minneapolis. Like it will have to be this whole Greenland bullshit where like international officials take care of what we just refuse to take care of in this country in terms of like hold him accountable for his crimes, period. Like he's already a fucking felon. And again, this is not, for me, it's not all about Trump, but he just continues to be a symbol of the very worst of the worst, you know? And his administration around him, like Kristi Noem just looking Jake Tapper square in the face and being like, no, I'm reporting the facts of what happened in Minneapolis. He's like, no, you're not. Like, you said this, and the video counters it. And she's like, no, the video supports my take. He's like, no, it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like that whole like it makes me nauseous physically nauseous thinking about how there are no checks on spewing any form of lies, right? She looked him square in the face on camera and was just like, no, like Renee Good was like surrounding our ICE officers. Surrounding? The fuck are you talking about? Right? At this point, I honestly support journalists, and I'm putting air quotes around that. I support journalists maybe starting to drop swear words and being like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, just be like, what the actual living fuck do you even mean by that?
And
You know
unfortunately,
what
a lot
I
of them
mean?
won't. Unfortunately, a lot of them won't because then they get kicked out of the room and they can't be the talking point.
Exactly.
Can't be the CIA and DOD
Yeah.
talking point. Just
Yeah.
stenographers write down all the
Yeah.
talking points for them.
Yeah. It's re the lack of regard for any agreement on any level of facts, disturbing.
Well,
Super
you add AI into the
disturbing.
mix with different
Oh
videos
my
in
God.
Minnesota or the oh look it here's a bunch of the Venezuelans all over the world who are happy we fucking committed a war crime and it's like turns out oh no they're AI. A lot of them
Right.
aren't even Venezuelans. Like these are from like
Yeah.
years ago, like
Yeah.
various celebrations over like a sporting event,
Yeah.
but they're being put up or AI generated for whatnot, and people are just like,
Yeah.
oh, that's true. Well, I don't know, the administration posted it. It's true.
I know.
Or, one of these podcasters adjacent to them posted it. It's
Right.
gotta be fine. Why would they lie to me?
I have to talk about something that I posted on my Facebook this morning or in regards to Christy Nome. In plain view, after this happens in Minneapolis, she starts using a podium that has a sign affixed to it that says, one of ours, all of yours, which is a fascist slogan that the Nazis used to justify murdering a shitload of people in response to one of their comrades being killed, right? It is a fascist slogan in your face, like someone actually made a request of a sign company and had I'm not even shitting you. It's like it is like on her podium. Like someone was like, "Yes, we're gonna start doing this. Make this sign." Someone put it on a like picture this. Someone put it on a podium, and no one's really talking about it. I mean, people are writing about it in blogs and whatever, but media isn't really covering it.
Oh,
And like again, I go back to the. I'm just gonna keep sharing the Orwell quote. Like with everything I share now, is like just believe the lie. Like this is their final command is that you just believe the bullshit and we just fade into oblivion. It's right in front of your face. We've been oh, you guys is talking about fascism. You're all full of shit, right? I don't think I am actually. It's right there. You can watch the dub version of Stephen Miller giving literally a Nazi speech from like the 30s. You can dub over the German version. He's like literally even giving the same cadence in areas as he gives his speech.
they took the
But but
wrong meaning out of the King's Speech movie.
but we're nuts. But we're nuts. We're nuts. Like to be gaslit by MAGA and gaslit by the administration and just gaslit by society in general is overwhelming. You know? It's like I'm looking right at it. The actual fuck.
No.
Do you encounter anyone online where you think that person knows things and they have their shit together? Either in personal circles or just like writers, authors, journalists. Like, where do you go these days? Because this whole like lack of facts just drives me wild.
Yeah, I encountered them. I don't know them. So that's
Okay,
probably
okay,
commentary on.
okay. So we don't know anybody personally.
Well, I mean,
I know, I know.
I'm sure I do. Maybe they're not
Yeah,
posting a lot, but if
they're
if
not
you
posting
want
a lot.
like the people actually
Yeah,
Yeah, there are independent journalists that I would turn to
Okay.
who
Okay.
absolutely have called out shit for a while, or
Okay.
call out shit and
Good.
then it happens and you're like, God damn it, how did you?
Uh, yeah.
Um,
Right.
or again, are offering some solutions. So I mean, I found them a lot of them through Twitter or whatever, and then I found their podcasts by extension and or books
Yeah.
and things like that. So
Okay.
it distills a lot of it. Again, I'm sure I know of course I know I know people in my personal life. A lot of them may
Yeah.
not post a
Yeah.
lot about it, but again, it's got to counter all the bullshit that I see people I do know, and I'm like, ugh.
I know.
Well, that explains it. We went to school together. That really explains it, actually.
I'm having a hard time, and I don't encounter a lot of people where I think we like are on polar opposite end. You know what I mean? Like nobody in my regular day to day do I encounter where conversations uncover where I'm polar opposite. You know what I mean? Like we don't get into it. But however, however, I at this point do not think that I can have anybody in close circles with me who I interact with regularly who look at these things and see this opposite image that you know what I mean? Like where it's like it's those completely two different takes on something. I can't do it anymore. Like,
That's
and
hard.
I, and I don't want to be like that because of my past work in journalism and you know what I mean? And like,
Mhm.
we live in America after all, supposedly. But I'm questioning, it's starting to make me question the goodness in people, and it really
Yeah.
bothers me, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm not saying these people aren't good, but it just makes me question their goodness, right? It's
Mhm.
like, we're so disconnected from like, you all just watched the moment a mother of three children was killed and her SUV keeps barreling down the street. Like, we're so immune to watching this crazy shit that like we watched the moment she got shot in the face three times. And it's like we don't even really 100 complete like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm registering it a bit because it literally makes me ill and I can cry about everything going on still, but how you can look at that and literally say another human being deserved to die like that. If you believe that, I don't want to talk to you. And I mean that. And that's really difficult to say, but it's honest, you know? What are your takes on people? Like what are your circles like? Like like how are you feeling about your ability to interact with people who might have a lot of a difference in opinion than you? Because I'm super struggling with it.
Well, I get frustrated. I'm just like, wake the fuck up. Like the number of
Yeah.
people I've seen who post like, oh, from a young age, you're always taught obey law enforcement no matter what. And I'm like, well, that supposes they're like perfect people. No,
No.
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 Knowing some, fuck no. They are the last people. Or I want to
What?
go, here's some articles. Why don't you read some articles
What?
on like the history of things like policing and
Yeah. Well, that'd be nice.
starting of it, where it came down to chasing away runaway slaves. And,
Yeah.
that's how it got started, or what it was used for, what it was used
Sure.
to accomplish
Hmm.
and not even just in our country, all over, I would argue it's the same all over the world.
Yeah.
Different countries, same thing, same
Yeah.
objective. So it's
Sure.
not even just a uniquely American thing if you watch videos when there's protests in Europe or whatever. But
Yeah.
um I just go again, a lot of people posting it. I'm like, dude, you are the first people to be like, no to the government, no to this. And I'm like,
Exactly.
but like this part's fine over here. This branch, FYI,
Right.
of it is totally fine. We're taught not to question it. And I was like, well, not questioning something is a problem, right? Didn't COVID have taught you that? Like anything,
Oh,
history, anything,
please. Yes.
like blindly going along with things, I thought that was bad. I thought we were starting to kind of figure out maybe some of that might have been bad. Um,
Do you
so
remember
I'm
all the
just
"don't
like, it
tread
just
on
makes me
me" people?
frustrated.
Yeah, right. You spit COVID? Uh,
Well, it just makes me frustrated because I'm like,
oh,
how the fuck can we ever,
yeah,
like, so you're not going to be willing to work then with people who want to organize against it, like, again,
yeah,
until it's too late, till it comes for you, and then it's a problem, or you'll see, like, well, it came for me in the past. Okay, well, then shouldn't you be like, not good?
maybe,
Not good. Nothing has ever been made better with that kind of
maybe,
a presence. Like,
maybe. You're right. It's very frustrating.
it's so frustrating. And I'm just like, who do you think upholds it? Or like, then I better not catch you complaining about things in life. Who the fuck do you think upholds that system?
Yeah.
Or I want to hand them like books or articles by journalists who've done things like, oh gosh, and these are from a while ago. I should go find them again. But like, on the number of like gangs and killing squads that operate within a lot of police departments around the country. LA County is a big one, of course, because of the number, the sheer number of them. But that like, yeah, they've got bets going or bounties on
Mm,
people, and then effectively can use the badge to do whatever they want
yeah,
and accomplish those things. And they get different, tattoos to symbolize different things about it if they reach different levels, and that there's all kinds of these things. And
yeah.
apparently it's happening like all across the country, especially in bigger departments, like corrupt to the core. And then any of the ones who are good, like people who are like, no, I want to like serve and help the community, and I want to like
No.
join the force. They either get killed because like they see shit and they're gonna whistle
Yeah.
blow, or they get run out, or they, are forced out because they fear for their lives, or they
Yeah.
are told like, no, you'll say nothing or
Yeah.
something will happen to you. And so they just are quiet and go along with it and keep their head down because they don't want themselves or their families to get killed. And so
Right.
there's no stopgap for
Yep.
this system. And just with the amount of training and the types of things and the things that are not spent in training, and I just go back to too, the bigger thing of like, so fitting you talked about mental health and like the cost of now getting therapy under your new insurance, and people who don't have insurance or don't
Yeah.
access it, or the stigma of mental health still in this country, and why
Hmm.
I am of the mind communities should have therapists or social workers like on hand, or every time a
Hmm.
police are dispatched somewhere, there's the departments should have social worker. There should be somebody also there as a social worker with that kind of
I
training
agree.
to actually de-escalate a situation, because they cannot. They are not
Agreed.
trained to. Most of them don't have the personalities, and they are picked because of that.
Agreed.
Because shoot first, ask questions later is not a de-escalation tactic.
Hmm.
And so actually having people in there to actually de-escalate a situation and help,
Hmm.
I think would save a lot of people,
Hmm.
community members and police.
It would save a lot of money too.
And yes, and just, we could finally actually address some of the issues and stop people from getting killed, stop people from dying.
You're giving me ideas for a thing.
Uh, have I now?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Amen to all that. Oh God. It-
All right, just go with her. I just go, okay, let's pretend you feared for your life. Yeah, I'm sure this was just like in Iraq and Afghanistan, buddy, or wherever the hell he served.
Fuck.
I'm like, then shoot the tires.
Yeah, you didn't
I
need
wouldn't
to
have
shoot her
supported that
face.
either. But like, if you really wanted to stop the vehicle and
No.
stop it, you'd shoot the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were really scared, you wouldn't have kept recording. You would have shot the tires. I mean, there's plenty of things that still would have been wrong, but more acceptable,
Well,
right?
and but I'm sure one of the reasons they don't want them shooting at moving vehicles is, of course, you're going to miss. You're going to shoot ahead or shoot behind the vehicle. Where do
Yeah,
those bullets go?
yeah. I don't know, into houses, into children, like
Yep.
a bunch of different places. That's why there's a you don't discharge firearms at vehicles for any reason, period, in the policy.
When you're hunting, you don't shoot towards a road. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and here's another thing that I was talking to someone else about today. Now, what is so many things are shocking. I don't know that shocking is the right word anymore, but so many things are disturbing. Disturbing. To me, it's disturbing that the administration has just double, triple, quadrupled down on justified, scared for his life. She deserved to die, right? Here would be, to me, the strategic thing to do, even if you don't believe it. Okay. Even if you're not going to investigate, you think it's bullshit, you think she deserved to die, all the different things, you come out and you say, horrible, tragic loss of life. We're gonna look into this matter. We're gonna look at DOJ policy and, look into state and federal laws and we're gonna look into it. Even if you're not, just say that because that would like get everyone off your ass. But instead you double, triple, quadruple down and you escalate the rhetoric, like just lie. But you're not even smart enough to lie. Like these are the dumbest smart people or the smartest dumb shits like we've ever seen in our lives. Whichever the most appropriate direction of that is, right?
Well, it's
Just
dumb
say you
because,
care. Just say you care and you're going to look into it and then just never do it. But like instead, you're like, no, what was in the video was self-defense. Like anybody with half a fucking brain can tell that's bullshit. Like,
well, but they're
come
confident
on.
'cause they know or they think that enough people will be like, no, if we just say it, people believe it.
Well, and they're right to a degree.
Yes. I mean, and I go to the Venezuela thing and I'm like, well, bullshit.
Ugh.
There's actually no evidence of the drug trafficking. That's actually
Correct.
what's he just pardoned actually somebody who was an actual drug trafficker. And when
Exactly.
asked about it, he was like, "Oh, well, they told me they were being mean to him."
Yeah.
I
Cool.
forget which is it shoot, I forget
Yeah.
which country he was
Yeah.
former head of. But
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's a grab for resources and oil now in this
Of
hemisphere
course.
instead of like a global one.
Of
Because,
course.
that country had the audacity to put themselves on top of something we want. And, they just say, oh, it's drugs. They're like, we have president. It's fine because Trump can put his name to the Monroe Doctrine. It's the Trump doctrine. And like, it's fine. Like we do. And I'm like, well, gee, you must think again, people are just fine going along with it because I'm like, if it was really a thing, you would have shown like fake AI images of like you hauling pallets of drugs out
Yeah, you
apparently
would.
that were supposed to
Yeah,
be. There's been nothing. They haven't
sure.
even fucking bothered
No.
because
Yeah,
they're too
use
busy.
AI to your advantage if you.
Well, they use it for all their other stupid shit, like their videos and their
Yes.
posts. Like,
Yeah.
no, no, now you're just like, no, we're too busy actually saying like we're gonna go after Cuba now, and we're gonna have to go after Colombia, we're gonna have to go after Iran and go after all these. And I'm like, and meanwhile, you talk about like, oh, you're so
Meanwhile.
scared of China, you have just pushed China closer to Russia because Russia has
Exactly.
oil, and if China can't work with Venezuela now,
Right. Of
they're gonna rightfully go work with someone who will work with them, and
course.
they can do that. Because also countries can do whatever the fuck they want because they're sovereign. So, like Cuba, I know
Yeah.
Marco wants to get his hands on that, and all of South Florida wants to get their
Oh,
hands on
baby
it.
Marco. God damn it.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, with like so many people have died. So many people have died in Venezuela. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
maybe don't sanction them to high hell. You don't
Maybe.
want people coming up to the border. Maybe don't coup and destabilize their countries.
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah. Many people are making that eloquent, very appropriate point of like, don't destabilize other countries if you don't want people to run away and come here. The fuck?
right. And die, and hundreds of thousands who've already starved and died or who are
Yeah.
desperate. Like, and because it wasn't happening fast enough, that's why they just yeah, went in and just were like, yeah, no, we can just come in and kidnap a
Sure.
whole ass president. Because, how would that go in America? Like, would people be cool with it? I mean, I'm sure actually people would be cool with it. But, like, just
Yeah, I mean, give
imagine
it a
if some
whirl.
other country did that. Like,
Well, and by our argument, we need to be safe from ourselves, right?
right. Well,
And
I
we
love that one
do.
of their charges for him because they were like, no, in the Southern District of New York, he's indicted. That's why we could just go in and get him. One of
Yeah.
his charges is possessing machine guns,
Uh, 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 uh.
which whether or not he does, sovereign leader of a sovereign country, who the
Yeah.
fuck cares?
Yeah, like we don't prosecute people under US law for things that happen in their country.
Well, two, I was like, man, didn't that make him more fucking American? Like, we got a lot of people here with
Yeah.
machine guns. Like,
Shit, yeah, man.
I wasn't
Be
aware that
proud of
was something
that.
you could indict someone for.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, but
Interesting.
no, it's fine. Everyone's like, no, 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 it's fine. But he's the peace president. He should have gotten the Nobel Prize. Hmm.
Okay, quick side note before I forget. Did you hear him say like that he doesn't remember that he said he was going to give everybody $2,000 tariff checks.
Convenient.
He's like, "Oh, I said that."
Well, also he's just as addle-brained and old as Biden is, but again, that's
He's so
suddenly
fucked
okay.
up.
That's
He's
suddenly
so
fine.
fucked up.
It's suddenly fine because it's, your team.
Because it's your team. Yeah.
Yep.
hmm Exactly. Pretzel fucking logic. Pretzel
Like,
logic.
yeah, doesn't take care of himself, in poor health, falling asleep in meetings, shitting himself in public. Probably doesn't remember
Oh, right?
anything day to
I
day.
know.
Absolutely not.
He does shit himself in public. That's right.
I mean,
I guess
not,
there was an audible fart on camera one day last week too. Like just
well,
ripped one and just kept right on going, like just whatever.
just, yeah, well, as you do.
I mean, and then did you see the thing where Marco tossed him a note
No.
and then he read it out loud? It was like they were in a meeting with oil execs or whatever, and he's like passed him a note that was like go back to Chevron or something. That was kind of like a just do this without saying anything. But then Trump's just like, Marco just gave me a note. Oh, what did you say here? Go back to Chevron? Like, and it was like the dumbest fucking thing you've ever seen. And again, you know me, Joe Biden, not mentally fit to be
Oh
president there at
God,
the end,
no.
right? But can we just say, by that standard, Trump is having just as big of challenges and problems as
Yes.
Joe Biden?
Well,
Like,
this is
can
what
we
happens when you
just
elect old people to office.
He's gonna
Yes.
be the oldest fucking ever. Yeah, he literally read it out loud. Like, oh, he just
Well,
passed me a note that he wants me to read out loud. It's like, oh my God, dude.
no, he definitely knows what's up. Well, I mean, I'm sure the only time he is actually coherent is when he can be like, "Oh, let's talk about how can we kill people."
Yeah, he gets
You
really
know, you
excited
got
about
his
that.
like awesome people around him really revving him up for that. I'm sure that is the only time he's locked in. Otherwise, he doesn't
Did,
care. Can I
did
put
we?
my name on it?
Oh my
Can I
God,
take
can
credit
I
for it?
put my name on it? Did we talk about the Vanity Fair stuff at all on here? I don't think we did.
Not on here. I think we did.
Okay, but can we just, one of my favorite things about the internet is when the internet is really spot on in their jokes and satire of things. It brings levity to dark situations, right? So Chef's Kiss to Vanity Fair for the photos that they just took and didn't fucking edit, like the best fucking images I have ever seen to be like, fuck you. And they thought they were getting these powerful images taken of them, right? Like they thought they were hot fucking shit. They just leave outlets, like outlets in the background, like cords coming down from a lamp, things you would never do. Like, if you gave a fuck. Beautiful. Anyway, my favorite one is the group shot in whatever room in the White House, and they're all at a table, right? Some of them are behind it in chairs, like a couple of them are like half on it, like Carolyn, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
turned,
yeah.
whatever. Like it's like a pose shot, and it's a glass table, and you see everybody's reflection in it. But then Stephen Miller is on the end, and he's the only one due to his position where his reflection isn't seen, because of where he has at the table. But the people are like, ah, convenient. They got Stephen Miller where they can't prove that he has no reflection. Oh, that's so perfect. Such a good point. It
Yeah.
brought me so much. Like, whenever I saw that tweet with the picture, I snort laughed out loud immediately. It's like sometimes the internet does great things.
Oh, 100%.
Like, the
100%.
shit I see. Oh my God. But that Stephen Miller is just such a piece of shit. Every joke
No.
about him just brings me so much joy.
No,
It's so
no,
bad.
the internet can be used for good. Well, I've told you, I
The
think
internet can be used for good.
my favorite poll on Twitter is still from 2023, I think it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
probably know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Which president has more brains left at this point in his presidency? The options were Joe Biden, JFK, and I 100% voted for JFK. God damn it, because you know I did.
Oh God. The absolute savagery of
God,
something
it was
like
some
that.
I mean, I followed them. It was just some random, like it's a person,
Yeah, of
like
course.
just some random person. And I was like, damn, God, there just are some real
Damn,
diamonds here.
that is That is tough. That
Yeah,
is
I love it. I'm like, yep,
tough.
there we are. Yep.
But
hmm
see, that's the kind of, I would say, comedy and satire, right? Like when something is that funny, but it has some level of like powerful truth behind it, like the
Yep.
point you're making, that is like the ultimate beauty in comedy. When you get
Yes.
something like that, that's just like, holy shit, you
Yes.
know?
Yes. Yes.
My God. I remember when
Yes.
you first
It's
told me
why
that, I was like, what? That exists on the internet? That's so bad.
yeah. No, it's why I highly recommend people check out the comedian Lee Camp. He does
Okay.
now it's free on YouTube. He did work for a Russia TV or whatever, and then
Oh,
it got shut down from all the bullshit. And so
of course.
he had a show called Redacted Tonight, which was very much like a Daily Show with Jon Stewart
Okay.
kind of thing, and it got shut down. And so he has revived it himself, kind of. Now it's called Unredacted Tonight, and it's on just like free on YouTube on his page. And so he usually, yeah, he'll interview people. He's got a couple books. I've seen him do stand up. It's pretty good. He's got a couple good
Okay.
podcasts, but so he will report like the news, but then he will also just take it completely in an unhinged
In an unhinged
way.
direction.
And his closing section is always headlines from the future.
Oh. Oh, we love that. We
And you
love
can
that
tell probably
concept.
where that goes real off the rails.
All I have to say to that is, in the year
Yes.
2000. Anyway,
Yes. It's
um,
very it's very much that.
love that.
One of his podcasts is also called Government Secrets. So he and the other
Oh, yeah, I've heard of
co-host,
that.
yeah, they've said like the game is usually you can just type in CIA operation, pick a letter of the alphabet, and then just pick whatever comes up and go learn. So they each pick usually some kind of a thing. It doesn't have to be a CIA operation, but
Sure.
uh-huh. And you're like, God, it's been bad for a long time.
It has been troubling for a
It, I
while.
will say, like it's very bad today, but you're like, oh, but it's right on brand. It
It's
just,
it's just it's evolving. It's it's
yeah,
escalating. It's getting really bad.
absolutely.
It's getting really bad.
Absolutely.
It's really scary. Oh, you'll be proud of me. This evening, after my activity that I was at, someone who you will be able to guess who this is, told me that they really like people. And I said, I don't. And the person was like, really? And I'm like, yes, really, I don't. I don't. Um, I think you should look up his background and his work at McKinsey and his
Eh.
military background and get back to me about whether or not you think he's actually you know, progressive, liberal, whatever. Um, just a friendly nudge to, and I said, you'll this will make you especially happy. I legit said, you know what you should do is you should watch his documentary on
Oh
that
God.
and then get back to me about whether or not your opinion
They'll
is
probably
changed.
like the opening though.
They probably will, but also it is the most, as you show me, those are the most disturbing accounts of him not having any self-awareness at all that like that it's weird, you know? So I was out there doing the good work, Brittany,
Well, it's
doing
good because I
doing what
had
needs to be done.
a friend of a friend, well, the friend was telling me, 'cause she knows how I feel about him as well, was
Hmm.
telling me what
Hmm. Hmm.
their parent was saying. And again, sounded very much like this. And I was
Hmm.
like, no,
No,
don't
no.
do it. Hashtag no CIA rat fucks in the White House. No.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. Also, I
He's a
am a
veteran. He was in the green zone
exactly.
doing fucked up shit for the CIA.
That's
No.
what I told this person.
No. Who keeps
I
a fucking mineral map of where they're stationed in their fucking living room? No. No, no,
That's
no.
fucked up. So I alluded to a lot of that. You'll be proud of me. And I here's like yes to all of those reasons, but I will say the second he said Medicare for all who want it, I was like done with you. Like you
No.
are full of shit. What?
Oh, just making McKinsey proud. That's
Dude.
And
No.
I'm so sad because, he's unfortunately our age, so we're fucking stuck with him.
It it is a step to in I don't know in my mind what I think he is, but it always floors me when I realize he's my age. Like it
Well, because he has no personality, and so you're like, God, he must be at least 60. And you're like, oh shit, not that 60-year-olds have no personality, but you're
no.
like, God, you are such an
But
empty vessel, just
I
full
know.
of the worst
I
ideas.
know. I think of him, I think, as like late 40s rather than late
Ugh,
30s, at
not late
least.
enough.
I
He's
know.
too, oh God. No, my favorite part is when was it in I don't know where it was in a debate or wherever it was, but he was talking
God.
about, the pipeline of unused or excess military tools that then are, given to our
Oh,
wonderful forces and end up on our streets. And he's like, they don't belong on our streets. They belong over in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was like, they don't fucking belong there either, you maniac.
what the
Like, no, it's fine if
Oh,
they're killing brown people, just not
not
here.
here. Yeah.
No, you should watch that documentary because it is astounding what is kept in there. And then you have to think, what the fuck was cut out?
No,
Because,
that's the part when you show me all the clips when we were eating sushi. I'm like, that's enough for me. I've seen enough. It's cringy enough for me. But you're right. It's like he actually thought he should show how he's trying to basically hide his spouse as a
well,
like
that,
what the
like,
shit?
you don't want to have to like have lease or give them out because then people will hold you to them. And I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
wow. Um,
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah, the
wouldn't want
worst
to
thing ever. Like,
have
yes, you
policy
are.
positions.
Like shit, then you can't just like
No,
hide and do nothing or have your
I
ulterior
know.
motives. People are gonna hold you to those expectations if you like say you're gonna help them. He kept the part in where he's in the fuck. What the hell is his place? Holy shit! Now I'm blanking.
What, like his town that
Yes,
he was in?
wherever he's the mayor.
The Indiana in Indiana.
Yes, in
Yeah,
Indiana,
yeah.
but fuck. Wow. Now I'm blanking
Yeah.
on it. I
No,
should
I
know
just
it.
it doesn't even matter because he's awful.
Um, South Bend over, wherever the fuck he is.
South Bend. It's so yeah, right?
He there's a part in there where he like goes back because
I'm
what a
looking.
normal documentary of clout chasing would do is like show them going back to where they're from and everyone's like
Mm,
excited to meet with them because like
mm.
oh my God, we like you so much and like oh this person's
South
really
Bend. South Bend.
popular. Where is he from?
South Bend. That's right.
Okay. For some reason I thought it started with a G and I was
He
like no.
P.S. By the way, his full name is Peter Paul Montgomery Buttigieg. Peter Paul.
Yeah, you can really trust somebody with two disciples' names,
See?
apostles' names.
You know that's my late husband's one of his life rules was you can't trust a person with two first names. So if you've got more than one, if you've got two plus, like if you got three or more,
Yeah, he's got the name of a plantation owner. Just say it. Peter Paul Montgomery Buttigieg. Okay.
Peter Paul Montgomery,
I do declare. Okay, Lindsey Graham.
I
All right,
do
fine.
declare.
But like there's a part in the documentary where he like goes back there and again you're like, "Oh, I've seen documentaries like this. Like they always go back to their roots or where they last were and then
Right,
people are
right,
like fawning
right.
over them and
Of
excited because you're a
course.
person of
Of
the people
course.
and oh no, like he's there and people are like, "We never see you. Like what the fuck?" And it's like people of color are like, "You've fucked up our place. You've allowed gentrification here because he did." And he's just like, glitching because he does that because he's again a
He
CIA vessel
glitches.
cardboard cutout.
Yes.
And like it's in the
Approved.
documentary and you're like, wow, I mean, I guess you're cool with criticism, but like this makes you look like shit. So I'm sure the
Yeah.
Democrats will run you and somehow pretend that
Yeah.
that's going to be enough to secure the vote from everywhere. But no,
They're
actually people
hedging
don't
for it.
speak kindly about you like as you their mayor. They don't like you. They don't like you.
At this point, I'll take anybody. Not
Ugh.
him. But not him.
They're going to
And
push him. They're going to push
they're
him.
gonna push him. I can already tell by the freaking
Yes.
sponsored ads on Instagram I'm getting where it's like, stop your scroll, will you donate to me? Like, fuck you, dude. No, I won't.
No.
Get out of my
They're going to
face.
push him. Well, they have no problem pushing a candidate who had to drop out before she got any electoral votes.
Thank you.
They got no problem pushing her twice. So, and I don't doubt they'll push her a third time at some point. Like
They
she hasn't
will.
gone away.
They
They're
will.
that fucking dumb.
They will.
Um,
They will. Yep,
it's
because
just
they love
yeah.
to
So
lose.
then,
It's fine.
it'd be cool if we had like a real opposition. in this country that actually wanted to win, didn't fundraise off of constantly
Can we
losing. But
can we just briefly talk about how Bernie's still alive? Can we just talk about how everyone said he was going to die 10 years ago because of his little minor stress-related heart attack, okay? Like, look at Bernie and then look at Trump.
this little minor stress-related heart attack, hey, it kept Cheney going. Nobody had a goddamn complaint.
Exactly. Okay? Bernie's a fucking machine. You know, I'm not saying run him, but I'm just saying like if it's the right person, it's the right person, right? And at this point, I would even you're gonna think that I'm insane for what I'm gonna say next, but I mean it.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm even all right with AOC on there somewhere. I don't give a fuck how. And you know
Unfortunately,
what?
she's also our age, so we're also stuck with
I
her
know.
too
I know.
for
I know.
forever.
I know, but I've warmed up to her more than in the past. And you know, can we maybe we need a Mark Kelly who's like, fuck it. Fuck you. I served my country and I fucking flew a spaceship. Fuck you. Like like goddamn Pete Hegseth. Piss
Speaking of
the
Nazi
fuck
tattoos,
off.
speaking of
Yes.
neo-Nazi tattoos,
Thank you.
and a Christian man with like four different partners
Baby
that
mamas.
overlapped. Yeah, no, nothing says that. Nothing says
Fucking
real.
alcoholic with Nazi tattoos. Yeah, it's fine.
He's perfect.
He is perfect.
He's
Fox
Jesus. Come
News
on.
host. Fox News
Yep.
host. It's fine. And I love how when people make fun of him, they even go like not even Fox weekday, Fox weekend. You know what I mean? Like he couldn't even like,
All the old people can't stand what it's
you
not a
know,
Monday through Friday thing for you with old people. It's just the
it's like a
weekend.
Timu. It's like he's even like a Timu Fox News
There
host,
you
like
go.
much less Secretary of State. And
Sponsored
I
by Sheen.
or defense. I will not say war. I will like it's Secretary of Defense, Defense Department.
Either way, I mean,
Yeah.
it is war. I don't
It's
care
at
either.
this point it's more honest
Yeah,
probably to be
honestly, it
Department
is.
of
Like, you
War,
know
but
what? That's sure.
whatever.
Whatever gets you
It's
off.
just it's just all that bullshit they've done of just naming, you know, just renaming it, like just doing
Priorities.
whatever they
Well,
want.
priorities for the people.
Yeah, how's your
Inflation's totally stopped while you've because you've started renaming things.
hey people out there, how your grocery bills doing? Mine's not lower. In fact, it's substantially higher every single time I fucking go. Okay?
Yeah, how are your healthcare costs?
Oh, Brittany, do you want to know how I knew I was in the upside down to make a Stranger Things reference? Do you want to know when I was in the upside down? I was like,
Hmm.
okay, cool. I'm broken from all the ice stuff and Venezuela and just 2026 in general. But here's how I knew that I might be in purgatory and not actually alive was when I thought to myself, I need to start defending Fed Chair Jerome Powell. I need to start
Oh
using my
God.
voice to defend Jerome. How disgusting is that need? You know, when I gotta come up and be like, no, it's wrong to target him. That's messed up because you know how much shit I've talked about Jerome Powell for the past 6 years.
Well, I thought we weren't supposed to, I thought we were gonna depoliticize like our criminal justice
I
and
thought we were too.
defense stuff. I was assured that.
I I thought I thought that the swamp used the things like the Justice Department against their political enemies, and we were gonna stop that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, stop it. But it's okay
Well, I
because
also thought we were gonna
it's your
have like
team.
we were gonna have fully released the Epstein files, I was told too, but
Let's talk about the Epstein files for a second. Did
good
you,
because guess what we're not talking about? How convenient by
right?
other shit
Let's bring
happening,
it up. Let's you and
keeping
I bring it up.
everything, keeping so many things happening.
Did you see Nikki Glazer's opening monologue at the Globes?
No.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you
Uh-oh.
about it.
Please
So,
do.
Nikki Glazer is an absolute roast and monologue machine. She's the best at it. She's just golden, to use the term of the awards that she was helping give out. So she said, um, she opened up with the award for best editing goes to the Justice Department. for some files that shall remain unnamed, blah, 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 right? Um, so as she's telling this joke, room erupts in laughter, okay? And whoever this camera person is chef's kiss because they pan to one dude who's just laughing hysterically, like clearly thinks it's funny, like clearly he's got nothing to do with the Epstein files because he's laughing genuinely, right? We pan, we get to next person, Bill Maher,
Oh God.
who I hate so much, okay? And he just has the look of a dude who does not find humor in an Epstein files joke. And I think that that's pretty sweet because I think I know what that means.
Probably because his name's in the actual Epstein files.
Exactly.
Well, it's like I don't know if it was the Golden Globe. I don't know what it was, and you can find that clip online. It's Ricky Gervais coming up.
Yeah.
It's a few years ago,
Yep.
and he doesn't. I don't think he says the Epstein files, but he talks. He's like, oh, he says says some stuff like about like pedophile, blah 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 blah, and it was and people are extremely uncomfortable. Like there's
Uncomfortable.
people laughing,
Yeah.
and then there's people like Tom
Like,
Hanks who are like people are like, and you're like,
what?
God, you can hear the buttholes just clenching. Like, uh-oh.
You can hear the butthole. The sphincters are pulling
Everything is just
themselves
puckering
inward.
up down there. Starfish. Like, oh God.
Bill Maher looked pissed. You should find this clip.
I'm
It,
sure it's gonna
I'm
be
just
out
like, you
there though.
piece of shit. Like, I saw it right away, and I immediately went to the comments because I'm like, people are gonna start talking about it. And it's just like, yep, did anyone catch Bill Maher? Like,
Well, I just
not
don't.
pleased.
I mean, at this point, you have to also know, like, you better fake it then, because most
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say that. People do defend it. You had Megyn Kelly being like, what was it? It's
Oh,
not underage. It's not
yeah.
pedophile.
There's a big difference between a 10-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Yeah, definitely.
She
Like
said.
you do have, again, pretzel logic. I was
Pretzel.
told we were going to save the children this administration.
I thought
So
we were too.
16-year-olds don't count though.
No, they don't.
Just
No.
when you're like making your weird ass Jim Caviezel movies.
Oh,
Yeah, like at this point you ought to know, like you better be reacting the way
in the same way everyone
people are
else is.
reacting or the public, because if you don't, bit of a giveaway. I will say it is a somewhat more unifying public topic in terms of what I feel like a lot of people, just us
Yeah,
normies, us common folk,
us common folk,
think about it. So if you don't react, or what was he
right?
just mad? He's like, oh damn, somebody actually wrote a good joke. Shit, I gotta tell
Well,
fire all my writers.
she's so good at monologues and roast. It's
Yeah.
just insane.
Yes.
So yeah, she's just killing, right? So then she follows up with um I forget how she led into it. She was like, and these are on CBS, right? She
Yep.
goes, and CBS News. And then she's like, CBS News, the place where you can see BS News.
Good.
And then she's like we needed another one, like another place to see bullshit news. And like I was it's like I'm like, this is on CBS. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Good.
Thank you. Like, hit CBS and Paramount. Fuck them, you know?
Absolutely.
Love it. Canceled my Paramount subscription last week, so,
Larry Ellison's so mad with you at
God,
you.
yeah, it really makes a difference, but it makes
Yeah.
me feel a little bit good, so. Yeah, she just is, oh man, so good. You gotta watch it though, the way she delivers it. And again, that camera person was doing work. They knew what they were doing. They understood the assignment and they executed it. It was great. Great.
That's what I know when you were starting to talk about it, I was like, oh fuck, who in my head is gonna be in that room that we know for sure is on the list or
Such a
was on
piece
like
of
the
she's
flight logs.
such a misogynistic piece of shit. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
And I gotta talk since we're on the globes. I gotta talk about my favorite thing in the whole world, which is my Amy Girls podcast, Amy Poehler. They have an inaugural category. The first time they've awarded a Globe for a podcast, okay? This is Chef's Kiss because Good Hang with Amy Poehler, which is my favorite podcast aside from ours, is nominated. And she's only in her first year of potting, like not even a full year, I don't think, okay? And her ex-husband's pod is also one of the nominees, okay? And then there's other ones, and including NPR, something or other, okay? So she wins. Good Hang with Amy Poehler wins the first podcast award, and it's like less than a year, and she beats her ex-husband, who's been doing it for years, Chef's Kiss, and then she's up there giving her acceptance speech. You got to find this; it's so good. She's up there and she's like, I'm recognize I'm new to this game, and I'm so honored to be in this group of people. Wonderful group of nominees, except for NPR. Just a bunch of celebs phoning it in. Try harder. The best. And then because I was in the Amy Poehler rabbit hole and my algorithm was feeding me more Amy Poehler stuff, it was like, here's a video of Amy Poehler being an absolute savage at award shows for 5 minutes straight, and it's all of her shenanigans from like the last 20 years of being at the Globes and the Emmys and the Oscars. And I forgot she was the one in that meme, where someone's like at an award show and she's in the hoodie with the whatever, giving the peace signs. I'm like, I totally forgot that was even her.
Yep.
So
Yep. Good shit.
it
Good
reminded me.
shit.
Anyway, thank you for my digression into the Globes. But Nikki Glazer was hitting it,
Well, I
it
maintain
needed to
she
be
was the
hit.
best part of for not really knowing much about football, I don't think she said she was the best part of Tom Brady's roast.
She, that's when she got her like roasting chops and like all the fame from being a good roaster was
Yeah.
she was the absolute nobody could even get even close
Yeah.
to what she accomplished in that roast. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. And she insulted Kevin Hart. I mean, she went hard at Kevin Hart in the roast,
Oh yeah.
And then she went at him in the Globes again.
Nice.
So fucking funny. Made fun of his height again. Just something about, oh yeah, it was like Ariana Grande. I could listen to you sing the phone book, just any day, just sing the phone book. And then, they pan to Ariana and she's like, And then just like, yeah, I mean, you can grab the one that Kevin Hart's sitting on right now if you want.
No, I always liked when she would do the Comedy Central ones too, or
Oh
the Comedy
yeah.
Central ones. Like I would watch. I would specifically. She was one of the people I would specifically either watch it for or find the clips of
Yeah.
out of everyone doing it because I was like, nah, I know she's gonna
Yeah.
just go right down the line and just annihilate everybody.
Totally. Yeah, she did work again and it was brilliant. So
Yes.
just can't say enough about her. Love her. Love her. Good Hang with Amy Poehler is the best podcast ever created. So fuck you, Will Arnett. I
Really
know you guys
bagging
are
on the
like,
smartless crowd. Okay.
I know. I know you're still on good terms and everything with your co-parenting and, being divorced from each other, but yeah. You should know you've always been second rate to Amy, okay? Like, let's just be honest about Amy, you. Okay? So,
Well, he's on a podcast with Conan O'Brien's parents' murderer. So yeah.
that clip brings me so much joy. Him recounting that story with Conan. The best. I highly recommend anyone who wants a really good laugh to recount Will Arnett interacting with Conan O'Brien about his parents' deaths, like immediately after his parents' deaths, and just that's the type of humor you need. That's the
Yeah.
type of humor you need. If people can
Yep.
handle it, that's what you should give them?
Absolutely. Darker the better.
Oh, so dark. Love it. Love it. Bateman. He asked for your sister's phone number. Okay to give. Or address. Okay to give.
And then Conan, I forget it, but what it was, but Conan posted like a follow-up thing of like his sister's response, like in a text, like a
Love
screenshot I
it.
saw
Oh my God.
of something. So like it just keeps going.
Oh, yeah. This is a forever thing, I feel.
Yes.
There's
The
ways to
running
bring it
joke
up.
here.
Oh my God. The best. This is smartless crowd. Yeah, I'm just in on smartless, okay? Like, Amy comes in hot, just fucking tears it up, gets the award. So at the end of the year, Brittany, you'll appreciate this because we have our snarkers, right? It's a clear name for our following, right? So Amy has Good Hang with Amy Poehler. That's the full name of the podcast. So at the end of the year, they were like, we need a name for our fan base, kind of like help us name ourselves. So they landed on everyone had such great suggestions, but we landed on Polaroids.
Good, because I thought we were going in a hanger direction, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
Good.
So that was pretty cute. I
Still.
liked Polaroids and I also like polar bears.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Cute.
Yep.
Both were very adorbs.
Yep.
So I'm a Polaroid. I commented on something as I'm like, as a loyal Polaroid, I'm very thrilled for Amy.
Wow, you did that and Quick Trip got jealous.
You damn right. Damn right they fucking did. Do you know what Quick Trip did recently?
No.
They did you
The
should.
point.
Uh, they did a dirty soda challenge video on their page. So they had like three of their marketing people like make dirty sodas. And then one of their other marketing people was the judge. And then one of their other marketing people was the host. And one of them put ranch in their dirty soda. And
So the dirty soda is where you take a soda and just add whatever you want to it.
just add a bunch of shit to it. Yeah. Mix sodas, put like pumps of like, you know, flavor syrups, like whatever.
So
And
they're
this
gonna call that ranch one the Wisconsin and sell it in stores.
They have done one before and put ranch in it. So anyway, this judge did not know the ingredients, and like this person like mixed it in, and
Oh,
every other ingredient sounded great, and then mixed ranch in, and
ugh.
it's the page who's the leader of the department, like was the judge, and she was like,
I love how
"It's
you
pretty
know the
good.
names
It's
and
pretty
their
good.
fucking titles.
It's pretty good."
In the notes of this podcast, you could have the org chart.
Brian Hansen does not work for them, but Brian Hansen is
Okay.
the guy that goes on every post and goes, "Bring back the small roller dogs."
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And so every time any post, he'll go in and find a reason to reference small roller dogs, and then I'll go in sometimes and go to his comment, I'll go, came here just to see this kind of thing. So I participate in the shenanigans.
Yeah, you're one of the
Yeah.
group. Did he comment on here and say that a ranch dirty soda would be the perfect thing to wash down a smaller roller dog with?
Yeah, he said a version of that actually. Yeah.
Solid.
He goes into everything, yeah. He was like, maybe you should put small roller dogs in there, you know.
Oh my God.
But she didn't know. And so then she tells her the ingredients like afterwards and she's like I don't like
Yeah,
you
no.
know like
Mm-mm.
now I'm gonna throw up. There's ranch in my
Oh,
soda. I mean we love a good ranch, but ranch in your soda?
oh,
Let's
no,
not. Let's not.
no,
I would put dill pickle juice in yours.
no.
So
Speaking of war crimes,
yeah, forget Venezuela. Dill pickles are war
yeah,
crimes.
war crime. Oh, God.
My God. Okay, before we leave this section, do you have any hope in humanity in this country at this point? Just be honest. Where are you at?
Not a lot on the mass scale. Again, I think there's
Yeah.
pockets maybe, but
Yeah.
not seeing a lot of and maybe, I hope so, but I'm not seeing a lot of promise.
Agreed. Agreed. I'm not either. I'm not feeling a lot of promise. I'm not feeling hopeful. I'm feeling destroyed, down, heavy, gross. Like, what the fuck? Everything's meaningless. But, maybe something. This is not a toxic positivity, but maybe this Greenland stuff, maybe like we uncovered, maybe NATO shenanigans will be some sort of impetus for something different. Maybe. I'll hang on to that. I'll
Yeah.
take that as a little glimmer for today. I like it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, what are you reading?
I am rereading the ninth book in the Outlander series in preparation for the last season coming up. Go
Of
tell
course
it,
you
go
do.
tell the bees that I'm gone.
Got it.
I would say, in light of things that are happening in the world, I would encourage people to read or listen or just seek out pieces about and by Fred Hampton,
Okay.
a Black Panther. I'm looking at the book The Assassination of Fred Hampton on my bookshelf right now that I still
Okay.
have to read, but even reading his speeches and different things, on organizing and bringing together different groups, and he was becoming very effective at that in the 60s, which is why the police state, I mean FBI,
Oh,
assassinated him because he was getting to be a problem
of course.
because he was unifying people of a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different beliefs who were like, hmm, well, shit. I maybe have my thoughts about people of races, but shit, what he
Hmm.
is saying is speaking to me because he took a very class-conscious
Oh,
approach.
oh, interesting you say that.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
So therefore, he had to
Good.
be, because that was going to be a problem for, again, the power structure. Hey,
I'm gonna start with this. It's my newest book, White Oligarchy by Bernie Sanders. Love. Speaking of class, I found a very interesting book that I came across a while ago but hadn't bought or hadn't got from the library yet, but I bought it. Um, it's called White Poverty: How Exposing Myths About Race and Class Can Deconstruct American or Can Reconstruct American Democracy. And it's by the Reverend Dr. William J. Barber II, who is an African American pastor. Have you read anything by him?
sure have. I've read that one.
You've read this one? Is it good? Because I was not I'm excited about the take in this that, like the idea that poverty is misconstrued and stereotyped as a, you know,
Mhm.
black only issue. Um,
Mhm.
and as we've talked about, right, like economic economic issues are cross race, right? Of course,
Yes.
we all have different things that compound our experiences, but I'm excited to read this one because I think it can be very useful to me personally and professionally.
Yes. I think it has, I mean, he's been compared to like the closest thing to like a modern day Martin Luther King, who
Yeah, I saw that.
also was, I mean, was a problem the whole time, but really became a problem when he started talking about anti-Vietnam and
Yeah,
resistance and
yeah,
poor people over here being sent over there to kill poor people of all colors.
sure.
And having a more class-based message. And again, really starting to get a lot of people being like,
Oh,
huh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah, that makes some sense. Fuck. And
Hmm.
had to be eliminated by the FBI as well. So yes, that same thing with Fred Hampton. I think you'll get a lot of the same, you
Okay,
get a lot of the same messaging,
great.
yes, in there
I'm
about
excited.
how it can transcend a lot of races and there's a lot, there's a lot in common for people of various races when it
Yeah,
comes to
yeah.
poverty and economic issues and class issues.
You mean it's not racist to say that economic issues cross race and class?
No, in fact,
Okay,
that's
okay.
again where I'm like, man, if enough people fucking understood that.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that
And
bring
and then I go, and when it's happened in the history, who do you think steps in to kind of whoop,
Mhm.
put a halt to that?
Sure, of course, right?
Who instructs the police state
Hmm.
yeah. Hmm.
I think we kind of covered the craziest shit we've seen in the news, but you have anything to add?
Um, well, yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something humorous that I've seen, but I'm like, man,
Oh, yeah, there's nothing
the timeline isn't really giving
funny
me
up there.
a whole lot of that.
Timeline's giving me dark as shit. The only funny things I've seen are like the Golden Globes thing with Nikki Glazer. That was funny. That was good. It's a good
Yeah,
portion of the monologue.
yeah.
So love
No,
it.
I don't have. I mean, again, I think we've covered a lot of stuff. I'd have to go try and look up like,
I think we've covered a
oh,
lot of ground.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think we did. I
Way
think we
more
did
than an
really
ICE
well.
agent trying to run a mile in.
Oh,
Yeah, we covered a lot. But
teaser.
let's say Make America Healthy is not extending to its force. I'm just
That's a
gonna say
teaser for another one because we're gonna talk about the hip. Speaking of pretzel logic, we're gonna talk about the pretzel logic of Maha at
these
sometime
pretzels have
soon.
protein in it though, so it's okay to eat.
Josh, you. TBD. Or Whatever.
I'm not even aware we were going to talk about this. This is great. Yes.
We
Season.
talked about it a while
I'm
ago. We
kidding.
we pondered it, but then we put it on back burner. But now we're gonna bring it back because now
We
we
had to have
have the
enough
version
shit
of the
happen that
pyramid.
now we're like, okay, we can talk about it more.
Yeah, just health, no big deal. Just put that on the back burner. Fuck. Do you have any goals?
Um, I have not been sleeping well in the last few weeks for a variety of reasons, so I need to just work on a better sleep
Work on the
schedule,
sleep?
which will in turn help me
Yeah,
be better rested to take on another day, fight the fight.
tackle the day.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
circle
It
back.
has respectfully.
More of a triangle at this point.
Respectfully, don't ever say that.
It's more
Not
of
in our setting.
a trapezoid. My attempt to circle back.
Yeah, let's
It's
trapezoid
giving
back to this another
rhombus.
day. Let's rhombus back to this
Oh my God.
tomorrow.
Can you see corporate speak would be better if it was fun. Let's
It could be.
isosceles. It's on over.
Oh my God, so good.
Trying to isosceles triangulate our points.
Do you care
What are
to
your
elaborate? I'm just curious. Is your sleep affected at all by like what's happening in the world? Is it bothering you enough to affect your sleep, or you just got other shit going on?
I think a lot. Both. I have a
Both.
hard time
Okay.
shutting my mind off, or
Yeah.
I take a nap and then I'm like, oh fuck. Now I'm up. And then it
Just
throws
screw
the
and you
sleep schedule
screwed it
off. And
up.
then I'm too
Yep.
tired. And then I take a nap. And so it's
We're
a
doing
variety of
similar
things.
things.
Yes.
We're having similar experience. I get so exhausted. It's like I cannot stay awake. I have to take a
Yeah.
nap, and then it screws everything. We were gonna record this last night, and then I'm like, I fucked that up because I fell asleep for 3 hours. So,
Spoiler alert, I was on and off also napping for about the same amount of time. So I was like, I just kept waking up, check the phone, be like, well, shouldn't have said anything yet. Okay.
well, I guess we're just both gonna just be tired.
I'll just kind of lay down
Cool.
until I'll lay back and hopefully not fall asleep too much. And hopefully I hear my phone.
God, yeah, I feel bad. It's literally, I was like, what the hell time is it? Um, yeah, I mean, I'm running, so I'm in week 4 of my 0 to 5K plan. It's all going well. Week 4, tough.
Hmm.
Not had to shorten
Yeah.
the longer, it's longer running times now, so I had to take a little break in the longer second running times, whatever, but I did most of it.
Good.
So, yeah, it's harder, but I'm persevering, so I gotta keep up with that. And I got something I got something in the works that I'm
Yes.
working to launch, so we're gonna keep that on its launch plan. We'll talk about that some other day when it's ready.
Not like the Challenger, a better launch plan than the Challenger.
So dark. Just right to the jugular
Hi,
with the
Columbia.
darkness.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah. I mean, Mark Kelly brought one back in one piece, so, whatever.
Hey. Well,
Hey,
you know.
you know. Hey. Oh, you know, I have 2 ear piercings now. Okay?
Yes.
Right? I'm getting a little hair makeover in 2 days.
There we go.
Very exciting. And then as you know, I'm getting tattoo numero dos
A lot
in
of things
less than a
happening.
month. There's lots of just YOLO, fuck it. I'm just gonna do what I want. It's happening.
Yep.
So
Yep.
keep chugging
Yep.
along. Chugging along.
Good. Good. We
But
should.
when the Snarkerverse sees me next, I'm gonna have different hair.
They're not gonna know. They're just not gonna be like, wait, who is this? Who's the new co-host?
Is this Amy Poehler?
Yeah, that definitely. That'll yes.
Definitely gonna happen.
Is this tatted, pierced, highlighted Amy Poehler?
It's a great question. It's
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah.
The only thing I would need to convince everyone that I'm Amy Poehler is a fake roast chicken next to me while we record podcasts.
That could be arranged.
Ina Garten brought her a fake roast chicken and she was so excited. It was so
It's
cute.
amazing.
It is amazing. It is. She is amazing. I want to meet
Yes.
her. Anyway. All right, Brittany. Um, I feel like your ever classic sign off advice is more relevant. than ever before. Would you like to give people your instructions, please?
Sure. Welcome to 2026, the year of who the fuck knows what. Stay safe, take care of each other, and always bring logic to a dumb fight.
Nice. Bye.
Bye.